All right, welcome to lesson 2, part 2. Here we're going to just do a nice introduction to the second half of this lesson. So we're going to go over here to GeoGebra. And what I want you to look at and discuss in your group is what goes on from point to point here in this line. I'm hoping that you notice that there's something that's similar. So go ahead, pause the video, and discuss in your group what you see. Okay, what I hope that you saw was that from A to B, B to C, C to D, D to E, there's the same pattern. They go up one, over one, up one, up one, right one. Every line has something called a slope, and the slope is represented by the letter M, and it's called the rise over the run. It's how much a point on a line rises and runs to the next point. Rise being up and down, run being left and right. So for every point here, you can go from A to B and you'll get the same thing. Or you can go A to C, you could go B to E, and no matter what, this fraction, this rise over run, will be the same. Okay? The next thing that I want to talk about with slope is over here. Here we have two lines. We have this line AB, and I'll move the B so you can see that. That's better. And CB. Now one of these lines has a positive slope, one of them has a negative slope. So I want you to, with your group, discuss which one you think has the positive and which one you think has the negative by pausing the video now. Okay. Well, I'll put these two slopes in here for you to see. As you can see, this is the negative slope. I'll get rid of this so you can see the numbers better. AB is a negative slope. Negative slopes go down from left to right. These are like we're reading books again. So if we go left to right and it goes down, it's a negative slope. But if we go left to right and it goes up, like CB does, it is a positive slope. Negative goes down, positive goes up as you go left to right. Okay, the next concept I want to discuss is also about slopes. And this is a discussion of zero slopes and undefined slopes. Now we know that slope is rise over run. And here we have two vertical lines. So what I want you to do now is I want you to think about, what makes this vertical line what it is. And you can look at these over here. Then I want you to think about rise over run, rise being the y-axis, run being the x-axis. And which one of these you think has the zero slope and which one you think has the undefined slope? So go ahead, pause the video and do that now. Okay, I'm going to use the slope tool. I'm going to click CD. When I click CD, a slope comes up and it tells me it's 0. So it looks like horizontal lines have a slope of 0. What about vertical lines? And I clicked it, and I can keep clicking it, and nothing is going to pop up except for that because it didn't like that I clicked it so much. Ugh, that's not good. I made it mad. Because this slope is undefined. If we think about slope again, it's rise over run. Didn't mean to do that. It's the y over the x, basically. Well, that means y needs to be a number. And let's say we have y equals 0. That's fine. If y is a number, that's fine. Our issue is x. X is the thing that can't be 0 because it's on the bottom of a fraction. So that's why our x equals line is undefined, because of that notion of x being in the denominator, and you can't have a 0 in the denominator of a fraction. Okay. Last concept that we're going to discuss on this video is the idea of parallel and perpendicular. Now these two lines here are parallel lines, so I want you to discuss why you think they're parallel lines and pause the video now. Okay. Now I'm going to throw in two more lines, and these two lines are perpendicular. They make a right angle. So now I want you to discuss in your group, what do you think makes these two lines perpendicular? So pause the video and do that now. All right, that's the end of this video. So go ahead and watch part 2.5 where we formalize all these ideas.